A little while ago, a company by the name of ONeBot decided to send me their compact electric bike. So I took it out of the box, removed the styrofoam, and went to work on the building process. Alright, so out of the box, you've got the bike frame, which is basically put together. Got a couple fenders, and then you've got the seat here. Now on the other side, your handlebars aren't attached. But beyond that, it is basically put together. It seems like it's gonna be easy. Right now, the thing is like locked in place. I gotta figure out how to separate it. It looks like there's a, you can see this. So yeah, this right here is keeping it in place. So I think I just have to take that off, unless there's some sort of trick to it. So the trick, Barry, is that this thing is a magnet and you just pull it apart. I, no joke, grabbed my tools and pulled this thing off the bike before realizing it's a magnetic bracket and that it's supposed to be there so that when you fold the bike in half, it locks it securely in place with the magnet. God, I felt dumb and I had to spend time putting that back onto the bike. Don't remove this thing, guys. The first step of the building process was attaching the handlebars. All you gotta do is raise the neck of the bike, unscrew the tightener at the top, flip over the metal bracket, then you pop the handlebars in where you want them to go and screw the tightener back down. After that, you've got the seat, which is really easy. Open the tensioner, slide in the seat, close it back up, and you're done. So these are the fenders that they give you. The manual says nothing about them, so I'm assuming this one goes on the back and this one goes on the front, or maybe they go around the same tire. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw them on. I decided to put the long fender on the back of the bike, and I think that looks right to me. Just takes a screwdriver and you're good. One thing about this bike, they don't give you any tools. Now, as for the front fender, I think I put this in the wrong place, but I stuck it at the very front of the bike. I'm pretty sure it goes in the front, but at the back of the wheel. Oh well, do what you want with this. There are no instructions. Okay, so the bike is put together, and honestly, it really wasn't that difficult. There were a few things that weren't in the manual. The fenders were not in the manual. There are no tools. And then there was like this little protector that went from that wheel to that wheel when it was folded in half that locked them together, and showed you guys that, and that was not in the manual. Beyond that, everything was really easy to put together. It was super straightforward. The bike is ready to be ridden, so I'm gonna go take it out on a test drive and find out what I think. So let's dive into the specs of this little bike, starting with the little wheels. Here we have 20 by 1 inch tires, which are the thinnest that I've seen on an electric bike. We have a 6-speed Shimano gear shift, mechanical disc brakes, which are more than fine for a bike that weighs just under 50 pounds. They decided to add rear suspension to the bike, which is nice, however, no other suspension on the bike besides that. You also get a cute little horn, and there's a rollerblade wheel under the bike so that when it's folded in half, you can still wheel it around. Nice touch. We have a 36 volt 400 watt motor paired with a 7.8 amp hour battery. They say this combination will get you roughly 30 miles using the pedal assist modes and 16 miles if you use just the throttle, meaning this bike is a light commuter more than it is a fun ride-around bike. The max load on this bike is 256 pounds, and the max speed is about 15 miles an hour. But in my tests, I was absolutely able to get it up to 20 if I pedaled my little heart out. So what do I think about this bike? Honestly, the bike's pretty cute. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the type of bike that I would take on a long ride with my friends given the mileage, but the ride is really smooth. It's super light, easy to break down and carry around, and if I lived a couple minutes from the store or from work, I would totally see myself using this bike to do so. This is one of the most affordable electric bikes I've seen so far, selling for $629 US, meaning if you wanted something like this for your kids or that girlfriend of yours who's afraid of fast, this company as a whole is a good option, as they have a lot of low-cost bikes that are built really well, are easy to build, and extremely safe to ride. For this price, this bike has a lot going for it, and I'm excited to see where ONeBot goes with their electric bikes. Thank you all so much for watching, and ride safe, my friends.